talk about law of incarnation, Avtara. There is a reference of this in one very famous Gita shlok, which we'll talk later. Yada yada implies yuge yuge. What it implies is that every yuge yuge or every cycle, God is incarnated, and that happens. Only that will make world drama a cycle. So without the incarnation of the God, there cannot be a cycle. And that is already been explained, the concept of metaphysics. Let us elaborate. This is the Gita shlok. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani nirbhavati bharata. Yada yada implies that, or yuge yuge, means at every cycle, at Sangam, there is Avtaran of the God. Means that Sangam, why it is called Sangam is that there is a Sangam of souls with Supreme Soul or a God. This happens when there is a Dharmasya Glani Nirbhavati. Means there are multiple religions founded by religious father like Judaism, Jainism, Buddhism, Christianity, Muslim, Sannyas, Sikh, etc. And we may call it as a De Dharma because mostly they follow the Cook Vamshavali. And when they are already downgraded, which is the time now, so those religions have to be converted into single Atma Dharma, religion of the soul. And that happens in Bharat because Avtaran Bhumi is a Bharat, specifically Mount Abu. Let us understand the concept of law of incarnation. The concept is that two souls exist in one body. So that one soul and body, we may call it as a host. So this body plus soul is a host. And it will have an incarnated soul or a guest. There can be a four type of incarnation. And this concept is not a magic. We all have directly or indirectly experienced this. In India, there is an annual ritual where Lokik Brahmin is called, and with typical powers, they call the departed soul. Then they feed the departed soul, and if required, they talk to departed soul. This is an annual ritual, and this annual ritual is only followed in Bhadra, maybe because it has been Avtaran Bhumi of Paramatma. In Western culture and Indian culture, this guest soul can be a departed soul. It could be a ghost. Difference is that ghost is an uninvited soul, and sometimes it can create a psychiatric problems. So there are ways to exorcise or remove the ghost. There are Indian ways, there are foreign ways. There are a lot of Hollywood movies where priests are involved in exorcising the ghost. Then we are also going to, the guest can be a religious founders, and that is how most of the religions have been found. And then ultimately, theme of this talk is incarnation of Supreme Soul, God or Shiv. So let us understand the concept of incarnation of religious founders. Where the religious founders, they have to be a pure soul, and definition of pure soul is it cannot have any biological parents, and it has to be immune to karmic accounts. And that is only possible when soul resides in the soul world because it is in the purest form. But when it has to do any work or preach, then it has to take a host body, which is a normal vicary body, which we have already understood in the laws of the drama, that once you start doing any karma, there is a law of entropy is there, and then you become satodu. And these karmic accounts are also applicable. So this dharma sthapak, let us understand the concept of dharma sthapak. They have to come from the soul world. So the host, so let us take example of Jain religion. The host was a Vardhaman, who was a king, and the pure soul Mahavir, Tirthankar, or Mahavir, the pure soul came into the body of the Vardhaman and started preaching Mahavir, and it became a Jain Dharma. Same thing is Gautam was also a prince, and it was worked as a host for a religious founder Buddha, and then Buddhism. So this was 2,200 years ago. It was 2,300 years ago. Same thing has happened about Ibrahim, or which is the oldest religion, Ibrahim or Judaism or Yahudi religion. From that, Muslim religion was derived, and that was Muhammad was the host, Gabriel was the guest of the religious founder. It was around 1450 years ago. Then Shankar was a host, Govind was a guest. Then 1300 years ago, the Sannyas religion was found. Latest, Nanak was the host. Then Guru Nanak was the guest. And 500 years ago, the Sikhism was found. The concept of religious founder is that, as we know, that once soul enters the human world, it cannot go out. So these religious founders, once they start preaching the first birth, they use the host and then they preach the religion. And afterwards, they maintain the religion. Means the Christ in the next birth would have been Pope. And the Christ soul is still here in this human world. And so is the soul of Buddha, Mahavir, Govind, Gabriel, and even Guru Nanak. All souls are very much here. They have performed their duty and they are somehow related with, with maintenance of the religion which they have found. The same principle is being used where now incarnation of God, that is from the soul world, and that takes the body of Dada Lekhraj, which is like the body of the Vardhaman or Gautam Buddha or Nanak, which they were, before that incarnation, they were the normal people like you and me. In that body, from the soul world, the Shiv or Paramatma or God or Khuda is called Shiv, Shiv means zero. That number of the soul is zero, and in the soul world is the first of the seed soul, and Shiv means Kalyankari. So that is the job, and this has happened 1936, around maybe 87 to 88 years ago. So the host is the Shiv, host is Lekhraj's body, guest is the Shiv Paramatma, and because this Paramatma has no biological parents, no body, it doesn't go into the life and death cycle, hence it is ever pure. And that religion, which is going to be found by this religion, is going to be called Atma Dharma. The objective is the cleaning of the souls of all the vikar, and that is using by Gyan plus Yoga, so which is a real Gita, that is the knowledge which is given, and of course the host is used to use the for creating a transformation of the host is used for transformation of this world by giving this Gyan, because the world has to be transferred, because all the multiple religions or their dharma, they are all downgraded, and it is to transform the world. All that has to be get converted into Atma Dharma, religion of the soul. And that is the what cleaning of the souls of the vikar. Now, for doing that, and while creating this, we call it the incarnation from ignorance, of night of ignorance to the knowledge of the day. And that is why this is celebrated in India, Bharat, as a Shivratri. So this Avtरण is celebrated in India as a Shivratri. And the birthplace is, of course, Bharat. And in Bhakti Marg, it is worshipped as a Shivling, and that Shivling is also worshipped in all over the world in all religions as a light or as in a stone in Muslim religion, Kaaba ka patthar, etc. So from the soul world, Shiv as a guest comes here and uses the body of the Brahma, and because this body of the Brahma, body of the Lekhraj is used to transform the world, not actually create, but transform the world, or change this, initialize the cycle. That that is called as a Brahma. And we will see this all guests, they use host, and through host there is a Mukhvanshavali. It is not a Kukhvanshavali, because whoever listens to this, they will become will found that religion. And and the key is this, that all other religions, where when we do the bhakti, we do kind of a begging, whereas Paramatma is kind of gives inheritance. So inheritance means it is our our right. And we get the right only from the father. So it can be a Lokik father or a biological father. We have three fathers, a Lokik or spiritual or religious father, or a Parlokik father, means it is a permanent. For, for all souls, whether we know it or we do not know it, but Shiv or Supreme Soul is our permanent father. And this soul religion or Atma Dharma is is a permanent inheritance given by the permanent father, and this is called as a Bap Dada. Bap is a Parlokik father. Dada is, can say Alokik father, which is a body of the Brahma. Parlokik father is Supreme Soul, and that why it is called as a Parlokik father. It establishes the seed of the new world. Let us understand the hierarchy of the seed. So this is the seed of the new world. So this is the seed of the new world. Now, with Mukhvanshavali, this seed has taken the body of Dada Lekhraj and we call it a Brahma. So this seed will give the knowledge to Brahma, which some of the religions they call it as Adam, which gives the knowledge of the Eve. So in this sense, there is Saraswati, and then both of them give knowledge to Brahma Kumars because they are the Mukhvanshavali. So for as far as Brahma Kumar is concerned, Brahma Baba is a Alokik father and Shiv Baba is a Parlokik father. So of course it is only a medium. And because soul has no gender, so that is why Parlokik father, they are all souls. But because in this world or in this Sangam Yug, we take a body. So we can be either a Kumar or Kumari, and then Alokik father is Brahma Baba. And then with this inheritance, we'll establish a new world. So this seed will establish a deity religion. So this Brahma Baba is going to establish a deity religion, and this is the inverted tree. So this is the deity religion, and this deity religion is by the purifying the soul. So this purification process happens using the spiritual knowledge, which is, and that spiritual knowledge is given in common Indian language, which is actually a real Gita, and it is not given, actually is given in Hindi. It is not given in Sanskrit because as I said, there is a spiritual knowledge which is going to be used to establish the soul world. And not only it is going to use the establish the soul world, it is also going to be used by different religious founders. A time will come, they will also listen to the Murli and relevant knowledge will be grasped in their subconscious mind and which will be used when they establish the new religion. So this real Gita was used using Sakar Murli, I mean Sakar from 1963 to 1968. This knowledge was given by the body of Brahma or body of Dada Lekhraj. 1969, he left the body, and then from the angel world, which is, you can, in Hindi religion, it is called as a Brahma, who is a surgeon. So it is now as Brahma as a deity. So from the angel world, it took the medium of Dadi Gulzar, and then those murlis are taken up to 2017. So these are called as Avyakta Murli. So the real Gita is a combination of Sakar plus Avyakta Murli. And this knowledge is spread all over the world. And this is going to be spread till Mahabharata, or we can say World War, or till the transformation happens from Vikari world to the new world. And in Mahabharata, there is always a mention of end of the Mahabharata, the Pandavas, they go to the heaven. So that is the BKs are the Pandavas, those who inherit the spiritual knowledge, and then they will they will clean their soul from the vikas. So the maximum there are going to be 33 crore Pandavas, and they will establish the deity religion. So this is the seed. This is the deity religion, and from deity religion, so that is the that religion is of remains from the half cycle. This is the half cycle, and that half cycle is the world. The status of this world is a soul conscious, because they are all following the soul religion. They are soul conscious, and gradually, when start become the world conscious, then the religious founders like Ibrahim, Vardhaman, Buddha, Jesus, then Shankaracharya, then Guru Nanak, which is as those religious founders come here to in the body conscious world to found the religion, and those religious founders, they have also got all their this is knowledge from these murlis, which is which is the accumulation of the knowledge from 1963 to 2017. All this knowledge is always given by the Supreme Soul. Now, so Brahma is a, and as I said, that Supreme Soul is nothing but the seed of the human tree. This is a seed of the inverted human tree. And then that number is seed is a number 0. Then there's Adam, which is the soul of Brahma. We call it Adam. People call it Adam. Then there is Eve, this is the soul of the Saraswati, and then a lot of BKs. And then there are 33 crores deities. Then there are religious founders. And then some of the deities, most of the deities, they established the Hindu, they get converted into Hindu religion, but they forget that they were once the deities. And then other religions are established by the souls of the other regions, or skip souls coming here, and then this tree is expanded. So this is how every cycle, the Paramatma works as a seed, and then this whole seed is expanded. Now, the soul world, Paramatma has come here, it is established here, and then it is giving by this Murli, it has established uh, through Mukhvanshavali, the religion, the Brahmin religion, the Sangam, which makes these BKs as a deities, means deity means they are nirvikari souls, and that remains in 2500. And most of the deities then they become Hindus, and there is a definitely correlation as we say that only the BKs, which the BKs, the Brahma Kumari and Brahma Kumaris, they are in this, there is only one birth, there's a Sangam birth. They have to become a God conscious, and that religion, you have to become a God conscious to become a soul conscious, and they establish a Brahmin religion or BK religion, and this is the Raj Yoga lifestyle. So if you follow the Raj Yoga lifestyle and then remove your vikas, then you become the deity. So, and these 33 crores religions, most of them are currently they are Hindus, some of them are Christians, some of them are from different religions. They all come and they will all become BKs, and then they do the Purusharth, and then so that they'll take the inheritance of the new world. And so this cycle keeps on happening. And this Dharma Shastra, this real Gita, and there is always a Mahabharata, but that the Yuddha, which actually is the Yuddha of the Maya. So, what is the Maya? Maya is the illusion that we are a body, but actually we are the soul. And because of that illusion, there are vikars. That black layer is there in the soul, and that layer has to be cleared. That is attached to soul, has to be cleared by from subconscious and unconscious mind by following the soul religion. So this is the universal religion, a religion for all Mukhvanshavali. There is no Kukhvanshavali. So there is no caste creed, and everybody is uh, BKs. Uh, let me clean this. Now the key is that this incarnation of religious father, it is, which is a genuine history. It only happens after Vikramaditya. Uh, and that is where the advent of the bhakti 2500 years ago. So all this religious fathers, they are there is a Ibrahim religion or Judaism religion is 2500 years old, probably the oldest religion. And then there is before that there was a Raja Vikramaditya. So Dada Vikramaditya, from Dada Vikramaditya, this Dwapar Yuga is started. So this deity religion, that religion of this Narayan, this is a Narayan district. This is the 8 births of the Narayan dynasty. This is a uh, Ram Sita dynasty, Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan dynasty is 8 births. This is the 12 dynasty. So this 20 births. These 20 births are of the this is the of the deity religion. It starts with 9 lakh and here it becomes around 33 crores. And from Dwapar Yuga, Vikramaditya, and this 33 crores will go up to almost 900 crores. And this is what is the Sangam Yuga. So this is where this status is the soul conscious status. This is all body conscious status. There are more and more vikar. And here, once you get the knowledge, you try to become a God conscious. and to remove your vikas. So this is how the real cycle starts. So real cycle is this 2,500 years where world knows the history from the Vikramaditya to all this incarnation of this, and then this 2,500 years, this history nobody knows, and so this is a genuine history, and but because they they do not know the history, but they have uh, some kind of illusions in most of the religions. They kind of map this. So let us see how these are mapped. We have already shown you the fact that there is a eight birth of the Ram, then there's a nine dynasty of 12 dynasty of Ram and Sita, and then we have seen that real thing is this. So how this history, this half cycle history, is mapped by most of the religion. The Hindu religion, they have they have Gokulashtami, so there's some related eight with Krishna. Then they relate Navami, the Ram Navami. So the Ram is the ninth dynasty. So as far as Vishnu Lakshmi dynasty is over after eight births, then Ram Sita dynasty. Then only thing is that they do not know that this is all of 1250 years. They call it as the thousands of thousand years. So this yug, each yug, the Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, and Kali Yug, they are made up of thousands and thousands of years, 33,000 or more years. Then the Satyug is bigger than Dwapar Yug, and then Kali Yuga is smallest, Dwapar Yuga is bigger than and Treta Yuga is bigger, and Satyug is the biggest. This is how the religions have mapped the things. Uh, so there is a Okulashtami, and there is, of course, the Shiv temple is there and all that. So that is the part of the Hindu religion. That the Shiv or Paramatma is also worshipped as light and all that. So this is how the religion. This is how this 2,500 years history is mapped by many religions. Now let us talk about the Jain religion, how it has been mapped. In Jain religion, we all know that there is a 24th Tirthankar. Mahavir is considered as the 24th Tirthankar. Now, and this is the Nirvikari world, or we can call it a Swarg. So Swarg has eight. So there is a eight is Lakshmi Narayana, eight, there are eight dynasty of deities. Then there is a 12 dynasty of this. This is a Ram Sita dynasty. So this is 8 plus 12. So there are the 20 births in this region. And then first is Adam, or in Jain Dharma, it is called as Adinath. So that is the one here in Sangam Yug. This is the one which is the soul of which is the Brahma Adinath. So 1 plus 8 plus 12. So this is the 21 births. And then Mahavir is around 2,300 years ago. So there is a 200 years is there. So here there were two more Tirthankars are mapped. So this is 1 plus 8 plus 12, the two more Tirthankars are mapped, and then Mahavir is a 24th Tirthankar. So this is how Jain religion has mapped the Mahavir, the all 24 numbers. And this is actually indirectly depicted in a Delwara temple, which is there in Mount Abu, which is actually image of what is happening now. In Sangam, there is a tapasya. So there is some souls are, the 24 souls are put in tapasya, and because of that, out of that tapasya, that swarg is happening. So this is all being depicted in Delwara temple, and that Adinath is the first Tirthankar. It is correlated with Nandi. So it is actually same as the Shiva and Nandi. So Nandi is a symbol of the Brahma Baba and medium of the Paramatma. And then there is Neminath Tirthankar who is related with Ram and Krishna. So this is how the mapping by the all the religions have been done. But we can see that in mapping, we also they have established that everything is Sato to Tamo. So those Tirthankar, these are all gods. So they are Sato, and we are in the Bhakti Marg deities, we are in Tamo. So which is quite opposite of what Darwin says, that Darwin says that Tamo to Sato. So this mapping is also going with the law of entropy. So it is all Sato to Tamo. This is how this mapping has been done, even by our religious fathers. And the gist is that the God is already been incarnated. It is incarnated already in 1936. Is already given the knowledge in form of the Murli. So God is a supreme soul. It is a spatial soul. It is a seed of the human soul. It is a spatial soul. It has the infinity power. It doesn't take birth, and it will always remains pure or always being charged. And he is here now, and we have to experience the God by Rajyo. We can experience it before it is too late, because what too late is in Muslim religion, it is called as a Qayamat. Here we can call it as a Mahabharat or World War III, or in Christianity, it's called as the Day of Judgment, which is not far off. So before it is too late, we can experience the Raj Yoga, and if you can experience, this is available for 33 crore souls. So if it is in our destiny, we will experience it. And then if we will experience it, we will get the inheritance from the God, and that heaven is going to be our inheritance.